Next up, we have Democratizing Ownership of Uranium with Ryan from Uranium 308. Give him a round of applause.
Is this on? There it goes. Wow, these lights are bright. How's everyone doing today? Yeah? It's one of those really good days in crypto, right, where it was worth putting in that time, surviving the bear market, building. You know, this is a good day. There aren't many of them in the past few years, so take a minute to enjoy it, right? So I'm Ryan Gorman. I'm head of strategy for Uranium 308, and we are the crazy guys who tokenized uranium. Each token's worth £1, so 1 pound of uranium, 1 token. Thank you, my friend. You got it, thank you. This is so I can go through a brief presentation, but basically, when you think of uranium, you probably don't think of it as the yeah, this is not working. All right, whatever. So you probably don't think of it as a critical resource for the future of clean energy and in the fight to combat climate change, right? But if you could see there we go. The slide, dozens of countries around the world do believe that it is. And at the end of last year, they signed a pledge at COP28, one of the largest climate conferences in the world, to increase uranium and rather nuclear energy by 3x from where it is today. Countries include the US, the United Kingdom, Japan, Germany, France. Part of this mandate has Japan bringing all of its nuclear reactors back online. Great Britain is increasing its nuclear capacity by 15 to 20% and building more nuclear reactors. The United States brought a new nuclear reactor online for the first time in decades last year in Georgia, right? So when you think about this and you think about this increased demand for uranium. This thing just does not work. There we go. The reason that is coming, yeah, I got the right one though. The reason that uranium is in such demand is because it powers the cleanest source of energy in the world. And that's not me saying it. That slide right there, that's from the UN itself. Nuclear energy is cleaner than wind energy, than solar energy, and of course cleaner than fossil fuel energy. So if you want to combat climate change and reduce carbon emissions, the best way to do that is through nuclear energy. But there's a problem. Uranium markets are wildly inefficient. There's no spot market. It doesn't trade openly. All prices are quoted off exchange through a network of brokers who make an approximation of where they think uranium should be trading. And that's what you see in the daily price quote that's published once per day, right? And if you publish once per day, you can't have the ability to hedge against long-term risk with derivatives, right? So without derivatives, there's no way to manage risk the same way, say, a Southwest Airlines has with jet fuel. And what Southwest Airlines has done with jet fuel has become a business school case study, and it's generated headlines around the world, and it's saved the company millions of dollars, right? So, for example, if you want to buy uranium, this highly pixelated tweet there, basically you have to put out an RFP. How many people here know what an RFP is? Raise your hand. Great, so about half. It's a request for proposal, and what you do is you put out a request for proposal, in this case for 21 million pounds of uranium to be delivered over the course of, 13, 14 years, and you sit back and you wait for brokers to give you what they think is the best price over that course of time, and then you wait 2 years to get your uranium delivered. That doesn't sound very efficient, does it? I mean, it's no way to sustain a functioning market. So the best way to fix that is through tokenization. When you tokenize an asset, you enable live 24/7 spot trading with efficient price discovery because the price feed is public. It's not subject to objective brokers, it's not opaque, and it enables, because you have that continuous price feed, you're also able to create derivatives to hedge your risk long term. Additionally, the way uranium currently trades, there's only 2 options to buy it if you're a retail trader. And you have to be accredited, or you have to be a high net worth individual or a family office. It's through 2 trusts, one in the US and one in Europe. By tokenizing the asset, anyone can buy uranium now. You can gain exposure to the price movements of uranium. And that holds true across the world. And that enables a lower barrier to entry, both for individuals and for institutions looking to gain access to uranium, and it lowers costs. If you don't believe me, I mean, here's publicly available data. You have Yellowcake Trust, you have Sprott Trust, and then the green line in the middle, that is the U token. That more accurately represents the spot price of uranium than either of those two trusts, and it's only 3 months old. The one thought that I want to leave you with that I think is most important, uranium currently has such a significant supply-demand imbalance. It's about 190 million pounds per year is consumed by the world, and current mining capacity is only 150 million pounds. When you have inefficient markets, you raise costs and you increase barrier to entry. Efficient markets lower costs, lower barriers to entry, and make it a lot more viable or possible to even come close to meeting the COP28 pledge. Let's get it.